Welcome everyone to Return on Automation, the show where we show you how to get the best return on your automation. I'm Patrick, the founder of Univium, a business automation development company, and I apologize for the delay this morning. We ran into some technical issues. My internet is not working well this morning. I think they're doing some work in the area. So apologies for that. There's another video out there, I think, of me just staring into the camera for 3 minutes because I didn't know I was live. But other than that, today we are going to get into automation and go over some of the latest trends in AI and automation for small businesses. And so let's go ahead and hop into it. Give me just a second. I'm still pulling up my program here. And so just to go over some current events, currently there's an online discussion for the future of small businesses with a focus on AI and automation, in particular for, uh, let's see, for small businesses. I guess it's an event on Eventbrite, AI automation for small businesses, women in entertainment, is what that is. And so this just kind of is a neat event. If you have a woman-led business, you might want to check that out. Intro to AI automations for small businesses. There's a free hands-on workshop designed to demystify AI and automation for small business owners. And so that's just a neat workshop you can find on meetup.com. I believe it's online. And so definitely something you might want to attend. And then there is another event going on for AI marketing strategies that small businesses must steal. And so I'm going to go ahead and post all of these links in the chat. Typically, we go over current events like news and whatnot, but we had a change in processes. So this week we're kind of going over specific events that you can actually attend. And so give me just a second and I'll get these posted. And let's see. Bear with me, my internet is still a little so if to kind of just a second. Okay. And now typically we do a segment called the automation hot seat, but today, since we're running behind on time, I'm just going to skip straight to the automation questions that some of my clients ask or a lot of people have been asking recently. And so one question that we received is, how can small businesses in entertainment use AI and automation to compete with larger players in 2025 without losing the personal creative touch their audiences love? That's a really good question. Small businesses in the entertainment space. So I'm thinking like YouTube influencers, creators. They have tools out there like HeyGen AI where you can kind of clone yourself and put out videos without actually having to record yourself. I honestly believe that people still like that personal touch. I think that people still like to see another human being on camera. There's something about hearing someone speak and whatnot that, I don't know, it just is easier to connect with people when it's an actual recording of you versus a AI recording of you. Now, over time, I think that those platforms will become more robust and will become better at mimicking, you know, mimicking actual humans and whatnot. And so that's something to just keep an eye on. I'd say keep an eye on HeyGen AI, see how that progresses. Maybe use it for like training videos internally, but I wouldn't use it for actual creation and whatnot. But yeah, no, that is a good question. I'm going to think on that some more. And so I'm going to skip to, I might come back to that. I'm going to go to the next one. What are some of the most common processes business and entertainment should automate first to save time, reduce burnout, and scale sustainably? Business and entertainment. One thing that comes to mind is video editing for businesses and entertainment. with AI, there's a new feature in a lot of video editing tools where you can edit a video by transcript and you can take out all the uhs and ums from your video to kind of get a more clean cut. That's something I wish I had a few years ago whenever I was making videos on the side. And I think it's a really great tool. So look for video editing software and also automation to streamline your flow. You can use AI now to generate titles, descriptions for your YouTube videos. You can do all sorts of stuff. You can build workflows where, as soon as you stop recording, the video just goes straight to your video editor. They edit it, go straight to the pipeline. Someone generates the description with AI and the title with AI and get it posted. So there's a lot of neat stuff you can do to automate your content generation pipeline and also to automate your video editing. I think it's pretty neat. Looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, what trends in AI and automation should businesses and entertainment be watching, and how can they position their businesses to take advantage of these shifts early? That's a good question. And first off, I forgot, I normally post these questions in the chat. So I'm going to post those last two and this one. And so looking ahead to 2025 and beyond, what trends in AI and automation should businesses and entertainment be watching? How can they position their businesses to take advantage of these shifts early? Again, I think, and this all goes in line with kind of the prior questions, is I think businesses and entertainment should be watching content generation tools like HeyGen AI. They should be looking at AI video editing software. They should be automating their content generation pipelines. They should be looking at VO3 for actually generating AI entertainment. And that's a space I was actually thinking of getting into sometime down the line is AI entertainment. I think that's going to be really big. I think people are going to be able to create their own movies, their own TV shows, generate their own novels, their own books, their own comic books. I think the AI entertainment industry is going to be massive. So I would definitely take a look at that. Next question. What are some AI marketing strategies that big brands use today, which small businesses can steal and apply right away? That is a good question. I like it. First off, I'll note that I am different than a lot of automation developers in that I don't focus solely on marketing automations, but rather I focus on automating the operations side of a business. And so by no means a marketing expert, but I will go ahead and try and answer this question of what marketing strategies that big brands use today that small businesses can steal and apply right away. I'm not too familiar with a lot of marketing strategies for big brands, but I will say something I really like now is using the AI web search features to kind of look up who your target audience is and try and find out who you can connect with and who you know, kind of have the potential to connect with. So AI web searching tools, I think, is a really neat thing. In particular, like to give an example of something I did recently, is I built a AI web searching tool that goes out and it looks at a bunch of Google reviews and Yelp reviews for small businesses. It tries to find the reviews that have, 2, 3 stars, maybe 1 star. It analyzes what went wrong and it logs it and it tries to find out, okay, how could automation have helped them in this instance? Where are there recurring errors in this business that automation can solve? And then I'll go out and I'll reach out to them in one way or another. And that's kind of one way I generate leads for my business. So that's definitely something I would look into is using AI web searching functionality to improve your lead generation pipeline. All right. Next question. What's the biggest mistake small businesses make when trying to adopt AI in their operations? I think it's trying to use AI in areas where AI is not needed. A lot of times people see AI as like this, it can solve anything, and that's not necessarily the case. You still have to give AI logic to follow, a process to follow. You have to give it instructions. And a lot of times, the instructions and guidelines and process is so specific that by the time you tell the AI, you could have just hard coded a regular workflow to do whatever it is that you want it to do. So that's the biggest mistake I see is trying to use AI when AI isn't even needed. Look at your process, look at what needs to be done for this specific task, and then go in there and build a workflow automation around that. Don't try and use AI if AI isn't needed. That's the biggest mistake, honestly. And I think identifying where AI can be used is definitely crucial for small businesses. I'd say one area where I see AI being used a lot is data governance and data improvement, data classification and segmentation, and kind of getting a better hold on your data overall. I'd say is one big area that AI can make a big improvement on. Then you can use that data to build a workflow automation that just runs a lot more smoothly than it would have without that good data. So I think using AI for data enrichment is absolutely a really good tool. And then, did I put that one in there? I don't think I did. Let me put that in the chat. Okay. And how can small businesses use AI tools without needing huge budgets or technical teams? Oh, well, that's simple. I would say, ChatGPT relatively to like what it can do is extremely affordable for small businesses. So like use ChatGPT, use Claude, learn what they can do and make use of them there. Other than that, I would say check out univium.com. We have a lot of great cheap, free, and affordable tools to use that help implement AI into your business. On the note of data governance, I have some functions that you can easily set up in your Google Sheets to analyze your data with AI. Google Sheets has a built in AI function, but it's not as good as ours that we've built. I would highly recommend going to our site, and we have a video on it somewhere, and checking out the AI data enrichment tool for Google Sheets that we created. It's really, really a huge game changer for a lot of people. So yeah, I don't try. I try not to self promote too often in these things, but definitely check out univium.com. Go to our solutions page, and you'll see a lot of neat AI tools in there that you can use and implement in your business. So I believe that is just about everything for this week. I'm trying to do a new segment where every week I kind of talk about one thing that I learned this week or one challenge I faced. And I wrote it down, but I forgot what it was. So give me just a second. And, it's probably not good if I'm already forgetting the valuable lesson I've learned for the week. Let's see. And it looks like I have not written anything down. But I will say one thing I learned recently is Lovable just released its Lovable Cloud solution. So now you can genuinely build a full functioning SaaS application web app and with like a full user login system and login credentials and set up a Stripe payment system. You can do that like in 5 minutes now on Lovable, and it's absolutely insane. It's a little bit scary. But that's one thing I've learned recently, and I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on. I recommend that everyone else does as well. And so I think that is just about everything. As always, if there is a process you wish you could automate in your business, the chances are that my automation development company, Univium, can do it. So if that's you, head over to univium.com and let us know how we can help. And don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube and follow us on LinkedIn to stay up to date on the latest small business automation trends. Thank you very much. Take care.